Hey guys, and happy Homebrew Wednesday. Drinking up on Dropkick Nate here. It's not so clear because, well, I didn't add clarifier to it, and it's only been in the keg for about a week and a half. But, cheers. It's got all those really light fruits that you expect from the Galaxy. It's got the passion fruit, the mango, sharp pineapple, and not exactly sure because I never did a smash with the El Dorado, but I think they have a lot of sort of fruity notes that sort of complement each other. So that's sort of what this one brings to the table. It's tasting really nice. It's still a bit young and sharp. It needs to round out a little bit more. So really looking forward to trying this one in a couple more weeks and seeing how it's evolved. Beyond that, I've done picking the hops. I went ahead and harvested those hops up. So let me go ahead and show you a little bit of footage of that. Here you go. Well, here it is, hop picking day. You can see they're not large, but got a couple that are pretty good size. Not too bad. So I've collected a few already. I'll just go ahead and finish. I've got about 3 or 4 binds here all wound together, various sizes, so you can see some bigger ones, but I also got some pretty smaller ones there as they go down. So I'm not quite sure what sizes I should stop at, but I'll just pick most of them and see what I get. Alright, so here we got everything laid out, sort of drying on some paper in the sun. You can kind of see they're not all great quality hops. There are some that are kind of brown, but yeah, you sort of get an idea about what they sort of look like. Pretty good size. There should be enough there for, I don't know, a couple of brews, I guess. So with those hops, I got them dried out, and I went ahead and brewed up a small batch of beer, a little 2-gallon batch, and then let me go ahead and show you that. Hey guys, today I'm up in my kitchen. I'm going to be doing a really fast brew day, and this is thanks to some of the videos going on over at Basic Brewing. So I'm taking their concept, and I really want to find out what these hop characteristics sort of provide for flavor and aroma. The way I'm going to do that is a very simple light dry malt extract beer by adding in the hops, and I'm only going to have a 15-minute boil. So let me go ahead and show you the list of ingredients, and we'll take it from there. Alright, so it's going to be a very simple brew day. I got the 3-gallon fermenter here that is, getting sanitized. I've got 2 ounces of hops, 28 grams there, 28 grams there. These are a hop of an unknown variety. Grown wild, and I want to find out what they can provide. I've got 1.15 ounces of dry malt extract here. I'm going to be using about 3/4 of a sachet of US-05. In my kettle here, I've got 8 liters of water that's heating up, and as soon as it comes nearly to a boil, I'm going to go ahead and put in the dry malt extract, stir it in really good. As soon as I reach a boil, I'm going to call that 15 minutes, add in 28 grams of what I believe to be very low alpha acid hops, and just let that go for 15 minutes. At flame out, I'm going to add in the other ounce of the hops and chill it down and pitch the US-05 into it. I've tested the temperature of the water. It's about 80 degrees. So I'm going to go ahead and add in the dry malt extract. All right. So as you can see, that's pretty close to the top. I'm going to have to make sure I don't have a boil over here. Take it very easy, kind of Puka NC like. Living on the edge. Alright, so I'm right at the start of the boil, so hopefully I don't get a boil over. Just going to kind of let this settle out a little bit. doesn't look to be too bad at this point. Alright, so that's a nice rolling boil, and I'm going to go ahead and add in the 28 grams of unknown hops in there. Let's see if we can get them all in there. They smell somewhat spicy, herbal before I started drying them out. They've been drying out for a couple days, but not necessarily underneath ideal conditions. But now they're smelling a little bit grassy, but it's alright. Alright, I'm going to call that the 15-minute mark. Start of the boil. And then just let it go for 15 minutes. So there we go, about 5 minutes into the boil, everything is going fine. Alright, so there it is, that's our 15-minute mark. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the heat. And go ahead and add in the last ounce. And I'm going to let that steep for about 10 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and just dunk them all in there. Like a gentle whirlpool. Okay, so here they are. They've been soaking for about a good 10 minutes. Now I'm going to go ahead and stick these in a ice bath and then let it cool down to about 20 degrees Celsius and then put it into the fermenter. Alright, so it's not much. I got some frozen containers here that are in there, and so it's cold water, and it'll sit here for probably about 30 minutes while it cools down. I got a thermometer in there so I can keep it on the temperature, and I'll probably have to replace this water a few times throughout the next 30 minutes just to make sure it does cool down appropriately. Okay, so I don't have any help right now to fill up the carboy, but I got sort of a crude way of it staying sturdy. So I'm going to go ahead and just take the pot of wort, which is currently at about 22 degrees Celsius. And that's fine for me. And I'm going to just try and carefully pour it here into the fermenter. See if I can do this without spilling it. There we go. That's enough. That's about most of the liquid. The rest of it's probably still just in those hops. On this, I've got a sanitized top of US-05. Just gonna shake it down a bit. Cut off a little. I'm gonna put about 3/4 of this into the fermenter. Okay, so there's the wort with the unknown hops. Just pitched the yeast, I shook it up a little bit, aerated it a little bit more, and here it will sit for the next week and a half to 2 weeks, and we'll see what that turns out like. So that's it, guys. That's about it for me for this week. Short, sweet. Oh, hey. Make sure you go ahead and check out the In the Brewhouse interview with DanABA. That's posted up on brewtubers.com. We had a great time, a really great interview. We did try it once, and there was a problem with the recording of Dan's sound, and we never got his voice. So we tried to do it again, and still we use Skype, and the sound is not great. but the interview is well worth the time. So please go ahead, check it out. Dan's got a lot of great information about sour beers. He's just a great guy in general, and I really look forward to talking more with him. He's just a great fellow home brewer. So really truly appreciate you taking the time, Dan. Cheers to you, sir. I hope you guys are having a hell of a week. Have a better weekend. Cheers.